I'm not 100% sure on it, but anyway, if so, we'd in Malibu. We're waving a hand at Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, I do have from time to time.
What you said there, by golly? Yeah, I got a couple.
Who was that, 7570? I'm not sure, man. I ain't quite hear it all. Anyway, Stacknshack, just Todd picking mail.
Tennessee, this is 350 in Montana, waving a hand at you.
218, 218.
Well, I heard on crow. I just heard on crow in Alabama.
What's that, man?
No problem there.
Afternoon there, 317.
Oh, good afternoon, 445.
Right back. Sounding good out there. I just got in here brewing me some coffee, and I'm waiting on my coffee. 10-4.
Hello, radio man. Seaweed.
You gonna run some video gates?
Got one rolling right now. I heard you in there, Seaweed.
Harvey Desert it is.
350, waving a hand out there. Anybody listening? 350, Deer Lodge, Montana. Waving a hand. Is anybody listening?
333 BYU. 333.
I don't know about y'all's radio, but my radio's tore up from the floor up back here. I got a whole bunch of people in my radio.
I do. That's a morning radio
Galaxy 94.
Hello, Stacknshack, 445 waving.
317, bye, bye, bye.
Hello, radio.
Well, you're making it to Bakersfield. Hey, you're making it to Central Cal, 813, 317. Got down.
Hey, 445, radio man. I just got out here. I was over in the shop and I heard you key up. I thought maybe I should turn the radio on. Hey, 445, if you got a sloppy copy, Motormouth Maul working the small mall. Right there, right now, I got down, breaker.
Hey, we're trying.
Yeah, Motormouth Maul, I got a copy on that small mall. Hey, if that's a small mall, I got a small mall too.
From one small mall to another. You get that big old hammer coming down here in fine style. Man, I was waiting for a doggone garage door guy to show up this morning, and raining real hard and everything, and they get a call, and they say, well, we saw the part. This is a broken piece of cast aluminum that's about 8 inches, 9 inches in diameter, round disc with a spoke, 3 spokes in the middle of it. Real simple little part. They said, well, we found your part, and the part and the installation on your 16 by 16 roll-up door is going to be $1,000. I go, what? I told him, never mind, I'll fix it myself. Holy cow. By the way, 445, listen to this.
Yeah, Motormouth Maul, I got a copy on that small mall. Hey, if that's a small mall, I got a small mall too.
It's smoking. 445, Radio Man, your West Coast beast, dropping a hammer. Right there, right now.
Wow, that's pretty neat. I appreciate it, Motormouth. Yeah, I got my beam pointed northwest. I heard Howdy Doody up there. I was out there in my number 2 shack. I was working on some stuff. I heard Howdy Doody up there, so I thought I'd come in here and spike the mic. And a whole bunch of people come back. Hello.
Oh, yeah. When you got a big old hammer like that coming out here on the west side, everyone's going to want to key down and try to get back up in there. You know, that's just the nature of the beast. Hey, when you hear Howdy Doody up in there, tell them I did say hello. And hope you got a gate rolling, because I did something a little bit different. I pulled out some more of the reverb. a little bit more of the mid-range reverb. I got rid of it, so hopefully this sounds okay.
Yeah, I got one rolling. Yeah, I don't hear a howdy doody up in there right now. I heard him on my ground plane, like I said, on my number 2 station, and I haven't heard him in here yet. But I got a whole bunch of other West Coast operators come back. That's what's going on in my neck of the woods, Motormouth. 10-4.
10-4. I just found a plug-in that was advertised on Facebook, I guess it was. And I looked at it, I thought, man, this looks like it's kind of cool. I might order it. I think I might go ahead and download it. It's only like $39, but it might be kind of interesting. So I'm thinking about buying another plug-in. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's actually why I came out here. I came out here to get that thing done, and then I stepped across the room, and no sooner I got out here and stepped across the room, you keyed up. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens. 445 Radio Man, radio station Motormouth Maul, you West Coast beast. Dropping a hammer while I'm looking east.
Out there, Motormouth Maul. Yeah, I'm looking west. Hey, I got a lot of good remarks on the last video gate where you're talking about the antennas and everything. And actually, I got more replies on Facebook than I did on YouTube. 10-4.
75.
Sorry, that took so long there. I had to make an adjustment and had to wait for it to kind of sort of reinitialize. And yeah, I was real quick on that whole description and kind of vague because I was just, like you said, I saw your comment. You said I was looking to just get out of there. You know, I wasn't trying to do a big old long dissertation. Let me know if you want me to do a long dissertation. I will. But John James over there, Master Chief, did a real good job with his explanation and all that kind of good stuff. You know, he did a great job explaining it. So I'm glad he was there to pick up the slack to bring.
If you got a grip.
Yeah, 10-4. No, it was good enough for me for your description and his description. I think there are some folks on YouTube that would like to elaborate on some of it. I'll have to find out.
Yeah, his stuff was accurate, you know. It's all about he was half right. It's about takeoff angle, and it's also, you know, equally importantly about angle of arrival. But anyway, nevertheless, yeah, definitely, it was an accurate thing. And height above ground definitely affects how the antenna works. And one thing that would have been cool to incorporate in that explanation that he did was also that, you know, if you're in a place where your height's restricted and you can't get up real high with the tower, then you might be better off with a quad instead of a Yagi. You know, just in case people care about that, because the quad will exhibit the lower takeoff angle, and angle of arrival, you know, will benefit from the quad at a lower height. To equal a Yagi at a higher height. So if you're height limited, the quad may be the better choice. You know, if you can only go 45 feet high or so, 45, 48 feet high, a quad will be better. But if you can get up into 65-foot range, 60-foot range, I won't say that either one is better than the other, but you know me, I've never had a quad. So I was going to say Yagi. I prefer a Yagi, but I can't say I prefer a Yagi when I've never had a quad to break.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I was interested in the height because I've never had an antenna up, you know, 72 feet. I know my good friend Bayou Boy down there, he got one up there pretty high, and he makes it to Prime Minister pretty good. And a lot of other places, but yeah, I was just wondering about that, 10-4.
Yeah, you know, I think you definitely notice a difference. And it's just the question is, you know, how much of a difference? Because, like, for example, you know, I've been, you know, I did the test with derail and switchblade and 955, and the same results all happened. And some of them, one of them, derail's test, manifested itself in a good spot in two different places. One was stronger than the other, but they were a quarter wave apart. And then the other two tests, I was able to find that I could move the antenna just 1.5 feet. That was it. That's all it took. And I got 2S in its gain, you know, and that's the biggest spread I've ever seen between two heights on one station is 2S units in height alone. And but you know, that's pretty big. That's huge. And that's about as big of a difference as you can notice oftentimes on getting the antenna pointed in the right direction. So you got to point it in two directions in the three-dimensional world to break.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, the next thing I'm really interested in is how do you close your back door, you know? If you do close your back door where you don't have nothing coming in, or can you close your back door, or are you going to lose forward gain, 10-4?
You can close the back door off in the design of the antenna when you design the antenna. You can't go after the fact and close it off, you know, like put a screen or something behind. It doesn't work that way. And the double loops and all that is, you know, you can but in the design of the antenna, you can design it to have a really good back door. And back door, you know, if you really want a good controlled tight back door that works really well, it's easier to get on less elements. I'm not going to say it's impossible on more elements, but the general rule of thumb, you know, 3 or 4 elements, 3 elements is a good way to produce that kind of a back door. And then, you know, you maintain decent forward gain, but once you start building a bigger antenna and putting more elements, the pattern starts getting a little sloppier on the back end. It's hard to get it really, really tight and perfect. And so I don't know about that, but, you know, I also don't know the answer to this. It would be really interesting to find out. If you took 2 3-element antennas, let's say they only had a gain of 9, and or 8.5, but let's say 9. Just for fun. And then you put them in parallel, or, you know, stack them side by side, you could get your gain of 12, right? Almost 12. Not quite 12, but almost 12. So if you got your gain of 12, do you maintain the pattern that you once had on any one of the two? Or how does the pattern change from, you know, your front to back and all that once you stack them? You know, as everybody knows, you stack them, you get your gain, and you narrow your pattern up on the forward firing signal, and a lot of emphasis is placed on what happens in the forward firing. But I honestly don't know what happens. Let's say you had 2 really, really, really good super backdoor antennas, you know, that had no backdoor whatsoever, and you put them in parallel. Do you lose that backdoor? Do you maintain that backdoor? Or where does it go? That's an interesting question. And somebody with, like, easy NEC maybe, could maybe model that up and mock that up and find out. But I don't know the answer.
Yeah, 10-4. All right, there, sound like we got a whole bunch of impatient operators back there, over there behind you. I'm gonna go get my coffee that I got brewing. Get me a cup of warm coffee and sit back here and read the mail. Motormouth, go on with your talk show, and I'll be reading the mail. And I'll get back in there in a minute. 10-4.
All right, sounds good. We'll catch you back in a little bit. Go get your coffee. I'm going to switch back over to the other session from day before yesterday or yesterday and all that stuff. So I'll switch back over where I was, and we'll see how the two compare against each other. And so here we go. I'm going to switch, and then we'll catch you when you get back from your coffee break. So now I'm on the other one. This one sounds a little thinner, a little bit more hollow and a little bit thinner. The other one sounds a little bit bigger, a little bit fatter, but that's what I hear in my headphones. That may not necessarily be what you hear on your end. Also, this one has a little bit more reverb, I think, which is probably why it sounds a little bit thinner. Anyway, hello to you one more time. 445 Radio Man. I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail for just a skosh a bit. Radio station, Motormouth, Maul, cruising this thing. One fat watt at a time. And Tobin, I heard you up in there too, I did.
Wait on him.
He on the key checking in.
317, no wait on him.
Georgia, you got a copy on this Scorpion?
The receiver's flying down and it's line level 2, so yeah, definitely do it justice for you. Anytime, no problem, 276. Oh, now, bang again.
All right, there, Tobin, take care of 7-3s. Hello, Derail. I hear you up in there as well. Hey, Derail, Motormouth Maul waving. Hope you're having a good day out there on Georgia. Radio station, Motormouth Maul stepping. And I'm going to switch over to my latest session there, Derail. I don't know if you got a copy on me. Let me know if you got a grip.
48, Texas 348, Whiskey 191, top of Flagstaff.
Although this one's more narrow.
Hey, Deer Slayer, you got a copy on this mobile?
Good on, Darrell. Stacking the shack, you know him down.
The other one way better.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I heard in my headphones, too. This one's got a heaviness to it. It's got some more bottom end, a deeper, heavier, thumpy bottom. The other one's got a little bit more of a hollow, narrow kind of a sound. And so anyway, that's what I thought I heard, too, in my headphones. Hey, Derail, how you doing? What's going on? You know, earlier today, somebody caught that Bud Runner on channel 22, and he was asking for a radio check, saying, how does my radio sound? The guy said, well, it sounds like a Derail radio. Man, he got mad.